Daiyan Henley, linebacker, sits down with us here at the Senior Bowl. Daiyan, Kayla has been looking forward to this all week, so thank you so much for sitting down with us.
I love to hear that. I mean, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I mean, go Cougs. The way the intro, that's the way to start us off.
That's our best producer in the world back there in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right.
We appreciate you coming on because I know your time is slim right now. But first and foremost, what has the experience been like this week so far? Because you are a guy that if you go anywhere right now on social media, the draft stock is rising.
I mean, for the most part, it's just been amazing to be here. You know, I'm around a lot of talent right now, and to be amongst these guys and to try to stand out and to do so in these couple of days it's been what I've wanted so far. And I think I'm not done because there's more days ahead of me. And then outside of these days that I have been provided, here at the Senior Bowl, I still have things like the Combine ahead of me, and the Pro Day. So I'm not done. I'm nowhere near. I think I'm just at the finish line. I'm at the starting line right now, and I'm on my way to the finish line. But right now, I'm just happy to be here.
If people don't know your story, you pretty much converted from a wide receiver. Yeah. You went to Nevada and then decided, okay, we're going to switch this up, go into the linebacker position, and then you ended up at what we love now, Washington State, up in Pullman.
Love them. Go Cougs,
the
baby.
Rolling
Go Cougs.
Palouse. What maybe changed that perspective for you to change positions, and then how did you excel at Washington State?
Well, first things first, wide receiver to linebacker, that's the little guy to big guy. Yeah. So I was that little guy running around thinking I was faster than everybody else and trying to escape contact. But then, that big guy mentality sneaks in, and it's like I love contact, and then my coaches could see that early that I was a guy who wasn't afraid of contact. Even that receiver, put me in on the screen, I'll take it sometimes. I'll take it yards. I was that guy who would take any type of contact. But then you realize, how long do I want to take the punishment? I'd rather deliver it.
Yeah.
So the mindset, just as I went from receiver to linebacker, and obviously in that in-between process where I was a safety and so forth and all those other positions, I just had to learn, just that defense takes a mental fortitude, a different type of battle, because on offense people are reacting to you, but on defense you have to react, and not only do you react, but you're kind of anticipating movement. So it's a different type of vibe on defense. But so far with the coaches that I've had and being at Washington State, I think I made my most development, being at Washington State, being able to be in a system that I had just transferred from with the coaching staff, the whole coaching staff in totality, from the head coach to the staff, the GA, knowing exactly what they needed me to do and teaching me how to run a scheme. I've just been better off for that.
Washington State linebacker Daiyan Henley with us this morning under Moan, Kayla, and Will. So you had the second most tackles in the Pac-12. 12 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 1 interception.
That one, didn't you?
3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. We just had our draft expert, Coach Dave McGinnis, on with us, raving about your coverage skills at the linebacker position. Do you feel like you've got a leg up on other linebackers understanding what wide receivers want to do, just considering you've played that position?
I would definitely say that being a wide receiver, not only being a wide receiver, a lot of people know this, but I was a quarterback once upon a time. But being able to play those offensive positions does give me that mentality, knowing going up against this route that they might want to give me that inside head fake just to break outside or what, and so forth and so forth. So I would say that it does give me that type of edge. But also beyond that, I would just say that having that athleticism, that to be in so many different positions, my hips are a little bit looser than that average linebacker. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure that I stay smooth in transition and have these quick breaks. And I think that being an athlete has given me that leg for sure.
Real quick, the transition to wide receiver to linebacker, you look like a linebacker.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Got the abs and everything. They call him the Ranger.
I mean, seriously, legitimately, what was that like? Because most wide receivers are like, nah, we're good, gaining weight. You put it on and you put it on right.
Well, that right there is just genetics. I gotta give my parents some love, man. I gotta give them some love right now because I'm one of those guys who grew up just eating whatever.
Yeah.
And just being an athletic freak. And I know we all know those guys, but I was definitely giving my parents the genetics. I mean, the credit on the genetics because, I mean, as many strength coaches as I've had, you know, it's never been one specific diet plan that they put me on. I kind of, as I went over my just with all these scouts, we talk about how did you gain this weight? Basically, the question you just asked me, and we just, as you look at it, from 190 a receiver, I just progressively gained about 10 to 5 each offseason, but with the position that I was transitioning into, and then by the time I was a nickel, that 2020 turning into linebacker, I was like 225.
Beautiful.
Dang.
And then boom, 227, 232 just this last season, and
That'll
here I am.
work.
Before we go, have you talked to the Tennessee Titans at all down here?
I definitely have talked to the Tennessee Titans.
Would you like Nashville, let's say, if it happened?
Well, I mean, if it was to happen, I would like Nashville,
Okay.
but I can't turn down any teams.
No, of course you can't. I'm just
promise you.
trying to bring the energy over to Nashville. You know what I'm saying? You know?
It's love for every single team until I'm
Absolutely.
on that one team
Yep.
that love
No
me
doubt.
more than every other team.
Except for the Cougs, because we're always loyal there. Hey,
go Cougs, baby.
buddy, appreciate it.
I appreciate you
doubt.
guys. I appreciate
Appreciate
you
it.
guys. Thank you.
There's Daiyan Henley giving us a couple minutes on a very busy day here at the Senior